So today we are going to discuss about rounding off numbers. I'm going to teach you how to round off, how to round down, and to round up. So rounding off to the nearest hundreds, to the nearest thousands, and to the nearest 10,000s. That will be our topic for today. I know that this is something that would interest you because this may be something that you are already a master of. I know that you may have taken these topics back in grade 3. This is Mathematics 4. And to begin with, I'd like to start with a song. I don't know if you have heard already this very famous mathematics song for grade school, but I'm going to teach you again right now. The song goes like this. Here is our lyrics. I'd like everyone to stand up so that you can sing properly from your diaphragm. The lyrics: mathematics is a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun in mathematics. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. All of us are bright. Sing along. All right? So let's go ahead and add in the tune. It goes like this. Mathematics is a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun in mathematics. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. All of us are bright. Sing along. All right, now we do it louder this time. Mathematics is a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun in mathematics. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. All of us are bright. Sing along. All right, very good. Let's clap our hands for that. Good job, everyone. Now we are going to move on straight to our topic for today. Rounding off. How do you understand rounding off whole numbers in math? What are the rules in rounding off whole numbers to the nearest hundreds, to the nearest thousands, and to the nearest 10,000s? How do we round off numbers to the nearest hundred? How do we do it to the nearest thousands? And how do we identify, or how do we analyze on how to round off to the 10,000s place? Okay, so today we are going to learn all of these, and we are going to do enrichment exercises afterwards. So be ready with your pen and paper, okay? All right. Now, the challenge. How do we make a number simpler but retain the value close to the original given number? So if you're given a whole number, a set of numbers, all right, rounding off, the concept of rounding off is we make a number simpler, but we retain the value closer to the original given number. That is the concept of it. All right, so there will be two ways for us to be able to round off whole numbers. Number one, we round down. It's rounding down. And then the next one is rounding up, the opposite way. So rounding down and rounding up. Now, I'm going to teach you first how to round down. Rounding down is retaining the digit in the assigned place value and all the digits to its left, while the digits to the right will become all zeros. Okay, so we retain the digit, whatever is the value of the digit assigned to in the assigned place value, and all the digits to its left. The digits to its right, facing the screen, that's what I mean, right side facing the screen, will all be washed down and it will all turn to 0. How do we do it? For example, round off 638 to the nearest hundred. 638. Where is the number in the hundreds placed? What's the number? So 6 will be the what? Ones place. 3 is the tens place. 6 is the hundreds place. Okay, as we round off the 6 to the hundreds, this number to the hundreds place, we are going to identify the number to the right. So find the number in the hundreds place and analyze the number to its right. That's what we are doing. So hundreds place is 6, and then we try to think, what is the value? How much is the number to the right? Why? Because if it is equal to or less than 4, that's the rule. If it is equal to or less than 4, we transform all the digits to its right to 0. Okay? So in this case, the number to the right of 6, the number to the right of the hundreds place, which is the tens place, is 3. That belongs, or that can be under this category. It is less than or equal to 4. In this case, is 3 is less than 4. So we are going to scrap out. Omit 3, omit the 8, because we are going to transform all the digits to its right and make it 0. So 638, we will retain the number of the given place value that we are going to round off. So we are going to retain 6, and 3 will become 0, and 8 will become 0. Okay? So on the other hand, if the number to its right is greater than 4, then we are going to discuss it later on. Okay? So the answer for this one is what? 600. So we round off 638 to the nearest 100. The answer is 600. Did you get me? So again, if the number to its right is equal to or less than 4, then we transform all the digits to its right to 0. We make it 0. We keep the number that we are going to round off. In this case, 638 round off to the nearest hundreds will become 600. Alrighty, so let's move on. What happens if the number to its right is greater than 4? So that will become 5 and up. Now, for example, we are going to round off 1,449 to the nearest 1,000. The answer will be, how do we do it? We find the digit of the place value being asked. So to the nearest thousands, the thousands place here is the 1. 1, and then we find the number to the right if it is equal to or less than 4. The number to the right is 4. So we transform all the numbers to its right to 0 because it's 4 or less than 4. So for 1,449, we transform it to the nearest 1,000. It will become, the answer is on your screen, 1,000. We omit the 4 because it is the next number to its right. We omit the 4, we change it to the 0, and all the rest of the digits, all the rest of the numbers to its right. So 1,449, round off to the nearest 1,000, becomes 1,000. All right. Now for our exercise for today, I'd like you to get a pen and paper. All right. I would like you to round off 11,246 to the nearest hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. Now let us do a quick review. From the right, that's the ones place. So in this case, 11,246, 6 is at the ones place. And then 4 is in the tens place. 2 is in the hundreds place. 1 is in the thousands place, and the other one is in the 10,000s place. So this time we are going to round off 11,246 to the nearest hundreds first. Nearest hundreds, the number that is being asked is 2. The number to its right is 4. So if it is 4 or less than 4, then we are going to keep the numbers to its left, retain it, and then we change all the numbers to its right to 0. So in this case, 11,200 is the answer. How about we change it to that? We're going to round it off to the thousands place. Thousands place, and this number is the 1 over there, the second one. So the number to its right, it's 2. It is 2 it is less than 4. So we omit all the numbers to its right. It will become 11,000, right? 11,000. How about we transform or round it off to the nearest 10,000s. Where is the 10,000s place? 10,000s place is the first one over there. So the number to its right is 1 also. 1 is less than 4. So we omit all the numbers to its right to 0. We retain the number that's being rounded off. So it will become 10000 or 10,000. Did you get me? 10,000. Okay, so moving on. We are going to, that was rounding down, all right? Rounding down. How about we do rounding up? How to do rounding up? Rounding off by increasing the digit in the indicated place value by 1 and retaining all the digits to its left, while the digits to its right become 0. So the rule is quite the same, only that we are going to add 1 to the digit in the place value that's being rounded off. Okay, because the numbers here, the number that is being rounded off to the number to its right can be greater than 4. So 5 and up, then we add 1 to the number that we are asked to round off. Okay, so rounding off by increasing the digit in the indicated place value by 1. So we add 1 to that number and retain all the numbers, all the digits to its right, and all the digits to the left will become 0. Okay, let's try. The given number is 18,876. Round off to the nearest hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. So our number is 18,876. Okay, the solution will be we locate the digit to be rounded off. Okay, locate the digits to be rounded off. Now, we are going to locate the hundreds place. The number in the hundreds place is 8. The number in the thousands place is 8 also. 10,000s place is 1. Okay, so first we are going to look at the digits to its right, because we are going to keep the digits to the left, but to the right we are going to change it to 0. We are going to decide after if we are going to round up or round down. When we are going to round up, it means we are going to add 1 to the digit to be rounded off, or retain the value and transform the left numbers to 0. Okay, so in this case, the number in the hundreds place is 8. The number next to it, to its right side, is 7. 7 is greater than 4, correct? So we are going to transform it. We keep the number to the left. Number to the left is 18. So 18,000. And then, because 7 is greater than 4, then we change it to 0. And then we add 1 to the number that's being rounded off. So it will become 900 instead of 876. So the number this time will become 18,900. Did you get me? 18,900, because we add 1 to 8 in the hundreds place, and we omit all the digits to the right and make it 0. How about we transform or round it off to the nearest thousands? The number, first we locate the number that we are going to transform. The number in the thousands place is the 8. 8 also. So the number to its left is also 8. To its right. So we retain the numbers to the left, which is 1. And then the number to the right is 8, that is greater than 4. So we are going to change it to 0. All to the right, we change all of them to 0. And then we are going to add 1 to the number that's being rounded off. So in this case, is it 18,000 or 19,000? This number will be rounded off. It will become 19,000. All right, because we add 1 to 8, and then we transform 876, all the numbers to the right, to 0. Okay, let's move on to the 10,000s place. We identify which number is in the 10,000s place. The digit in the 10,000s place is 1. Okay, that's what we are going to round off, the number 1. Now, the number to its right is 8. So since 8 is apparently greater than 4, then we are going to change all the numbers to the right to 0, and we are going to add 1 to the number 1. So that will become 2, and all the numbers to the right will become zeros, all zeros. So if it's 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, we are getting 20,000. So if we're rounding off to the 10,000th place, the answer is 20,000. Okay? All right. So remember, we locate the number first that we are going to round off, and then look at all the digits to the right, and after that, we are going to decide whether you round up or you round down. If ever you are going to round up, then we add 1 to the digit to be rounded off and retain the value, or retain the value if we are going to round down, and then transform all the numbers to the right to 0. Retain the numbers to its left. Okay, now I need you to try this one. In your piece of paper, I need you to try this, or if you have a whiteboard and a marker with you, a whiteboard marker, yeah, you go ahead and take a picture of your work and submit it to my Gmail. All right, now the number is 24,000 on the screen, as you see, 24,456. Now I need you to round it off to the nearest hundreds, to the nearest thousands, and to the nearest 10,000. So you remember to round it off properly, and you decide whether you have to round up or you round down. Whether you keep the number, retain the number, or you are going to add 1 to the number. The rule again is you have to identify if it is the number to its right, the first digit to its right is less than or equal to 4. All right, if it's greater than 4, then that's when you round up. Okay, and also for your next exercise, I would need you to make an essay by answering these questions. Just a 1-page paragraph by answering these questions. You also have to submit your work using your Gmail account. So first question, what did you learn today? Do you find it easy? How can you apply this activity to your daily life? So what are the activities, or what are the things, what are the errands that you have to do on your daily life that you can apply the rounding off concept? And I would like to know as well, to you, how helpful is this activity to your day-to-day life? Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions that you have to answer in a paragraph form. Just use a short bond paper. Okay? You make sure to submit it before the day ends. Also the first activity. Okay? The rounding off. Alrighty. So I hope that you got something from me today. And that concludes our lesson for today's mathematics rounding off whole numbers. Alright? Thank you very much, you guys. Until next time.